Much for joining us here in YouTube and Facebook and all those that social media platforms. My name is Apostle Ely. I am here tonight with many of you guys. If this is your first time in this live, I would like to thank you for joining us and having an opportunity to grow, to develop. One of the things that I do want to share with you guys, the purpose of these lives is to give you universal truth that you can use them where, depending on your particular religion, your tradition, ATRs, one thing that I say, thank you so much guys for joining us. I say this often and I will continue to say this. Thank you so much. Hello, Pisces in the house. Thank you so much. Oh, that's Miss Lady. All right, Pisces in the house. Capricorn. Thank you guys so very, very much for joining us tonight. One of the things that Mother Susan Gemini, thank you for joining us. I say this oftentimes, no matter whether you're in Ifa, whether you're in Santeria, whether you're in Voodoo, whether you're on the Rise movement, good evening to you as well, sweetheart. I like to say to you guys that whether it's Christianity, whether it is Muslim, these are universal laws and they are very much applicable to each and every one of your particular traditions. I also want to say good evening to Kimberly, my goddaughter, the Cancer in the house. All right. Oh, you're quite so welcome, darling. She says, yes, your gift. I try, I'm a Sagittarius and I try to do a little much, okay? But I appreciate y'all guys, your support and the love that you guys give. Thank you so much. I appreciate that live spotlight. I don't know what that means. But I thank God for each and every one of you and the ancestors. I want to give, before I get into it tonight, I think what I did was I left my my message on my desk. I left my message on the desk. Good evening, Cancer from South Carolina. Now, as you guys chime in, those that are here for the first time, Brother Johnny T. Carter. Oh, Jelly Sweets. Y'all just chiming in. All right, good. Got Scorpio, Cancer, got Gemini. We got quite a few Geminis. Now, who over here in TikTok land? Who do we have over here? Where you from? I heard some Cancers came in from South Carolina. I want to know, post your zodiac sign and where you from, so I know my audience who I'm talking to tonight as we get ready to get started. Okay? Thank you so very, very much. All right. Okay, that is it. All right. So I want to say before we get started, hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Some of you guys will be chiming in a little later, and I know we are on the eve of Thanksgiving, and here in the Americas, that's what we do. I thank God for the free holiday. I don't want to get into the history. That's irrelevant to me at this point. What I do want to get into how to capitalize in your spirituality. This is Friday. Venus rules as above, so below. So one of the things that I want to share with you guys, I am doing a love candle for one of my clients. And I'm actually using the 7-color candle. I want y'all to see this. Now, also, they're up under the sign of Libra. And one of the reasons why I want to talk about this, because when you are learning your spirituality and you have clients, especially all you guys that have client base and you are working for people, you need to understand their energy. All right, it's Wednesday night. That's right, Bible study. Thank you for sharing my live. One of the things I was gonna use a white candle for her, and it came to me to work with this 7-color candle for her for this love work. And one of the things that I do use in preparing a candle. Now, you know I'm not going to show y'all everything. So I'm just being honest. All right, my son that came in. Cancer. I don't show y'all everything. And nobody will. But I want to give you a preface. But one of the herbs that I use in love working is ashwagandha. It's ruled by Mars. And it helps with concentration, mental health, endurance, and a love work. Okay, physical and mental health. Now, those that want, the reason I brought this up because when somebody is doing spiritual work for you, they need to have a good understanding of who you are, what's your makeup, what you're looking for. Also having a genuine feeling about their client in order to want them to be successful and happy. All right, Kim Pendleton, how my real estate agent doing? Gemini in the house. Now, I'm doing this love candle, but I'm going to use ashwagandha powder in this candle. This is not the only thing I'm going to put in this candle, but I'm going to talk y'all through this. Now, the green represents the heart, right? Then the red represents the passion. Your yellow represents the mental clarity. The blue represents the communication. And then the pink is going to represent her having a friendly relationship. The purple is going to where they're going to have basically a more spiritual connection. And then the white is for protection and cleansing. That's the idea why I'm doing this. So we're using ashwagandha powder. Like I said on the onset, it's good for love work, physical, concentration, mental health, and endurance. And when you have a relationship, you need some endurance. When you have a relationship, you want mental health. And then I am going to use Beth root, what some of them call it Southern John. Now, Southern John is ruled by Venus. So we're bringing in the law of attraction. We're bringing in success. We're bringing in prosperity. And we want that that magnetism in her life. And remember, I just described how I'm utilizing it. So I'm using Beth root and ashwagandha powder. And then I want to sweeten their relationship. I want to sweeten her love life up with vanilla. So I'm using vanilla oil in this. Vanilla is so good to do some attraction, for calmness, easy flow. This person, it has a character. Then I'm going to use non-chopper. Non-chopper is such a powerful love oil. It is a good, Beyonce sang it in her song, but that ain't why I'm using it. But non-chopper is a good oil to put in this candle when you're doing love work. Now, I'm magnetizing this candle. Then, let me tell y'all something. She's she's very smart. And so she likes to have fun. She likes to be sexy, but she likes to have fun. So I'm going to use Lang Lang oil also in this candle. Okay, Lang Lang oil. See, like I told y'all on the onset, it is important that the person working for you needs to know who you are, right? Then, guys, I am going to use a little drop of jasmine because she likes to be sexy. She's a very sexy woman. She likes to feel herself, and so you want love in the air, but you want jasmine is very beautiful smell, but it is a very seductive oil. I like to put a little bit on there because I don't want to make it too seductive. Okay, and then I'm going to use also sandalwood. Sandalwood is to bring in the moon, Mercury energy for great conversation, easy to talk to, easy to listen. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Palo Santo because I want her to have good fortune in her love life. Good fortune. So I'm going to use a little bit of this Palo Santo. Now, I brought out here not because I'm going to use this. Some people use patchouli for love work. The reason why I would not use patchouli with this particular person, she's not a heavy, patchouli is ruled by Saturn, so a more heavy or more thick energy. This is a lively person. This is a person who wants to enjoy life. This is a person who wants to go. This is a person who wants to go on dates and travel and do things of that nature. So I'm not going to use patchouli. So once again, if you're going to do spiritual work for people, you need to know your clientele. You need to know their energy. You need to know what's good for them. Don't go in there doing something because you're reading from a book or watching some other spiritualists. But I actually understand her energy. And this is not all I'm going to do to this candle, but this is a love working that I wanted to fix for you guys in front of you. Okay? Now, I'm also ready to get to this. We're going to talk about this tonight. So you have questions. Somebody said, that's Jelly Sweet say, I love vanilla fragrance. Yes, it is very good for attraction. Let me explain something. If you're doing spiritual work, remember, men are are electric energy and women are magnetic energy, okay? So if you're doing love work for somebody, you have to consider whether they're male or female, whether they got masculine energy or they got feminine energy. All that matters, okay? Now, let me get this out of the way for my little Christians walking here. Now, those that do not know, I read with the cards of the 72 names of God. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing, darling? My Scorpio in the house. I always do that because I don't want my little Christians coming in here talking about doing tarot, which I'm not against tarot. But I want to talk about something tonight. And my title is, So You Have Questions, okay? And I want to deal with something tonight because I want to explain to you guys spirituality. Melissa Scott, good evening. All right, thank you for joining us. Look like we got somebody new up in here. Thank you for joining. If you guys have not joined my YouTube account, a lot of information on there. Join that. Subscribe, post your zodiac up under there. So we're going to be dealing with Exodus, the 3rd chapter. And I'm going to explain something if you're going to operate in your spiritual beliefs. And I'm going to explain something to you. So Exodus 3rd chapter, verse 5. It says, and he said, draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place wherewith thou standest is holy ground. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, of God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. And the Lord said, I will surely send affliction upon my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry, for by reason of their taskmaster, for I know their sorrows. And said, and I have come down to deliver them out of the hands of the Egyptians, and to bring them out of the land unto a good land, unto a large and a land flowing with milk and honey, and a place where the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hittites, and the Jebusites. And therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression of the Egyptians oppress them. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, and thou make it bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Moses said unto God, who am I that I should go up unto Pharaoh, that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he said, certainly I will be with thee, and I shall be a token unto thee. And I have sent thee, when thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt. He shall serve God upon the mountain. And verse 13 says, and Moses said unto God, behold, when I am come into the children of Israel, and shall say unto thee, the God of thy fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say unto me, what is his name? All of you that say you serving the ancestors, you don't know them by name, that's a problem. You always say, oh, I'm serving God. What's your God name? What shall I say unto them? Verse 14 said, God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, have sent me unto you. Now, the reason why I want to talk about that, because first of all, when it comes to spirituality, when you're dealing with a spiritual practitioner, all of us have different spiritualities and different ways that we function and how we connect with the spirit, right? I want y'all to understand that. Okay, now, the reason why I want to talk about this tonight, so you have questions. A lot of you guys are in the habit, are in a bad habit of working with one practitioner, one spiritualist, doesn't matter their tradition or beliefs, but then you're asking questions to other spiritualists about somebody else's work. That is no wisdom. Even if they are practicing the same tradition, nobody prepares their work the same way. It is nothing wrong with you asking the individual the question, but there's something wrong with you asking somebody else about somebody else's work. Now, let me explain. How somebody else set their house up, may be very different how somebody else, based off their belief, based off their spiritual gift, talent, or abilities, or experience. That makes sense? So here is Moses being given a mandate by God, but also being prepared how to address him. So he told Moses, take off your shoes because the ground that you stand on is holy ground. Now, a lot of you guys don't understand. When you're dealing with the word holy, you're talking about sacred. You're talking about clean. You're talking about protected. See, when you're able to take your shoes off, which means you're in a place of comfort, you're in a place of security, you're a place where no harm is going to come to you. You don't walk anywhere barefooted unless you feel comfortable. Are you understanding that? So if you're in the house of a spiritualist and you don't feel comfortable to take your shoes off, basically, then you should not be doing work with him or her, because nobody really has time for you to have issues and asking questions of doubt with other people about somebody else's work. People can't tell you about my work because they don't know where did I get the instruction from. They don't know the type of spirits I'm working with. They don't understand my gift. They don't know my level of experience. And so I may do something very differently because of how I was trained or the type of spirits that I work with. Some people may go a little further than others, but remember this, guys. It is nothing wrong with asking questions. But the problem is that you're asking people about other people's work. That's like you going to one mechanic. You getting letting them do the work. You paying them to do the work, but then you're questioning the work that somebody, and because a lot of you guys don't have patience. You got this big long order up that you want all this stuff to come to pass. And some of the stuff that you have done in your life have taken time. And so therefore it may take time to unravel some of these things, to come out of certain situations. Here is the children of Israel in a place of bondage, because we're talking about Venus tonight. Because a lot of people don't look at Venus just for love, but we also look for protection. And here it talks about the children of Israel being led into a place, led out of a place of bondage into a place of milk and honey. Now here's the question tonight to everybody that claim that you want a better life. They say if you know better, you do better. Here's my question. Do you know how to leave the bondage behind? Do you realize once you get delivered out of your affliction, that once you get into a different land, once a different soil is under your foot, that now you're in a place of prosperity, a place of opportunity, now a place where you can get your needs met in different relationships? Can you leave the bondage? Can you leave the abuse behind? I'm going to ask that a question. Because this is what's happening. A lot of you guys claim that you want love. You want a good relationship. And I'm not just talking about a man and a woman. I'm talking about a good relationship with family. I'm talking about a good relationship on your job or your business with your clientele. You want to have a good rapport. This is what you claim. But the problem is you're not recognizing the ground that you're standing on. Because everybody ain't standing on holy ground. Everybody not standing on sacred ground. Everybody's not standing on a place that is secure and protected. And so therefore, if you're standing on troubled ground, you're going to bring those issues into your situation. You got to be able to cleanse your feet. Even Jesus said, I must wash your feet. Come on here, somebody. You got to understand, some of y'all are not, you can't be led into a wealthy place because you got too much trouble on your feet. So a lot, the old people say you got street feet. Some of y'all feet are quick to trouble. When you're trying to get in healthy relationships, you got to understand the grounds that you stand upon. Okay? When you consecrate, when you come to a minister, you go to a Babala, you go to a Santero, or you go to a Hugan, or you go to a Voodoo, or something. You got to understand the ground that you're standing on. That's not for me to understand. That's for you to understand. If you come to me, when you come to my church, you standing on my ground, my sacred turf. When you go to somebody else's shrine, or you go to somebody else's temple, you are standing on their particular sacred ground. And you need to have an understanding what that ground has to offer. Is it fertile? Is it able to do the things you do? Don't be coming asking me about somebody else's work, their territory. If you don't trust that spiritually, you should not be there, sir. You should not be there, man. Because what you're going to do is cause a form of disrespect. Because if you're going to ask questions to somebody else about me, I got a problem with that. You should be asking me. Okay? Now, I wrote this down because I wanted this to be clear, so you have a better understanding. You want Dillard's miracles while standing in the aisles of Walmart. Y'all hear me real good. You want Dillard's miracles while you are standing in the aisles of Walmart. You're asking for stuff of prosperity and success, but then you're standing on the grounds of poverty. You got to change your position. And in order for the children of Israel to get to the land of milk and honey, they had to leave the place of bondage. They had to leave the place of restriction. They had to leave the place of ignorance. They had to leave the place of restraint. A lot of you guys want people to do work for you, but you don't want to make moves in your life. In order for Kim Pendleton to get where she is right now, she had to make certain moves and certain sacrifices. Y'all hearing me? She would not have been enjoying what she has now if she had not made certain moves. Alicia, thank you, baby, for being with us tonight. Now, atmosphere matters, y'all. The reason why we burn incense, because I'm going to burn some of this 7 chakra incense tonight. The reason why we burn incense is about atmosphere. And I'm going to say this again. I tell people, I will prepare your candle and I will burn your candle in my church or on my altar. Because let me explain something. The atmosphere that you have at home is very different than the atmosphere that I operate in. The atmosphere that you have at... Yes, I burn sage. I burn blue sage, white sage, and black sage. And Yerba Santa, which is still a form of sage. My point is, everybody's atmosphere, everybody's frequency, everybody's vibration is not the same. The reason why I have it in the atmosphere is that my atmosphere is protected. So it is harder for spirits, energy, other people to affect the working of this particular candle because it is in my atmosphere. It is in my sacred space. It is on my holy ground. It is on my consecrated territory. Now, when you take this candle into your environment, it is no longer in my possession of my environment, in my holy ground. It is in your atmosphere. And your atmosphere is not like mine. Some of you guys out here that really think you are in a place to create a powerful atmosphere like this. This is something that has been going on over years. Where is my lighter? Oh, I left that too. You have to understand when you're doing magic. Yes, I talked about Palo Santos last night and the night before. Right here. Palo Santo. I just talked about the oil. Right here. Palo Santos. Just because you get a herb, just because you get a sage, but just because you get an ingredient, it does not mean that you are creating the atmosphere or the vibration where the spirits can descend or mount you or come into that atmosphere. It is so very important. All you got to do is go on my YouTube. The video is uploaded. Join my YouTube account. Thank you. When you're doing love work and you're doing prosperity work and you're doing success work or healing work, you have to create an atmosphere that is conducive for manifestation. You cannot remain in Egypt, in the land of bondage, so to speak, because we'll talk about the real history of that. The land of Egypt, the land of bondage, and expect to have freedom of milk and honey when Canaan and Egypt is not in the same location. You have to move from faith to faith to glory to glory. You have to move from what feels comfortable to what is uncomfortable. You have to understand that when you are truly trying to manifest your spirituality, whether you are Sagittarius, whether you're Libra, whether you're Aquarius, it don't matter. In order for certain things to happen in your life, that's why I send many of you guys depending on my clientele, I send many of you guys certain other incense because I'm trying to help you build an atmosphere in your personal space. Step out of yes. Okay? Now, let me explain this like this. Ross, all right, Ruth Latson, thank you so much. He's out to get a candle. I know that's right. Now, let me give y'all a hint of what I'm trying to say. Ross and Burlington can give the illusion of Saks Fifth, but it's not the same. See, some of you guys can go to certain spaces and places and shop and get certain clothes to make you look like you on one economic level when the truth is you on another, right? You don't want to do that in spirituality. You don't want to walk around here with elekes and you really ain't confirmed. Okay? You don't want to walk around here with your head wrapped and you really ain't initiated. You don't want to walk around here and looking spiritual and you got your Ankh on or you got your Star David on or whatever you wearing. You got your beads on. You look like you are awakened. You look like you spiritually inclined. You look like that you about this life. But the truth is, you're not about this life. And you are not going to put the necessary time, money, or energy in to create the atmosphere. That's why it is important to have a spiritualist. I do not believe that everybody should be doing their own magic. I don't believe that. I do not believe that I believe that people should do spiritual hygiene. I believe that people should have a fundamental knowledge of spirituality. But just like everybody ain't going to the Olympics, everybody's not going to be a movie star. Everybody's not going to be a track star. We all get that. But when it comes to spirituality, for whatever reason, people feel that they can do, when they see me do something or see somebody, or they can do that, I can do. Because all he did was put some oil and some herbs in that candle. The mere fact that in your mentality that you think that's all that took place is witness enough, evidence enough, you don't know what spirituality is. The idea that if you think it is that simplistic and that it is that easy to manifest things in people's life shows me and anybody else that is truly operating in their gift that you don't understand spirituality. Okay? The reason why I wanted to say this tonight because you're trying to create a manifestation without atmosphere. You're trying to create a manifestation without atmosphere. You're also trying to create a manifestation without my experience. You're also trying to create a manifestation without my knowledge. Huh? Just like a psychiatrist has to speak to another psychiatrist, they need someone to talk to as well. I'll go along with that. But the Bible says iron sharpen iron. I'm not going to have certain types of relationships on a certain level with people, especially if they're not in this as deep as I am. Okay? My point tonight is that so you have questions, and there's nothing wrong with having questions. But a lot of you guys do not have realistic questions, and a lot of you guys are skeptics of the people that you are spending your money with. And you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. Just like a lot of you guys will talk about the men or the women you in relationship with, but don't want nobody to look at you crazy. Y'all don't understand. Y'all do the same thing when it comes to your spiritual practitioner, the person that's doing your work. Why are you spending money with somebody that you don't think they're being authentic with you? You think they scamming you? Too many of you guys are willing to be in an unhealthy relationship. This is why I believe in cleansing. This is why I do love work. This is why I got an incense out there that's about doing love work. Because you have to get out of that skepticism. Because it's going to mess up your relationship, not only with spiritual people, but anybody. You can have better relationships on your job if you weren't such a skeptic. Always looking for something negative. This is why you need to do love work. And I ain't talking about love work on nobody. Do love work on yourself. If you're a skeptic, then why are you spending your... But people do it because, let me tell you, somewhere in your heart, you have made it okay to have conflict. you have made it okay to be able to contradict yourself. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. When you are trying to do love work, you need to be consistent and focus on what you want in your life. And stop talking about who hurts you. Stop talking about what you've been through. Change the atmosphere that is in your life so it can attract the things that you desire that are healthy for you. But it cannot happen if you're constantly leaving. You constantly want Canaan, but you won't leave Egypt. You got to make a move. You got to make an adult decision. And one thing I do not do, ma'am or sir, I don't tell people how to live their life. What I try to do is help people when they come to me. But I do understand that a lot of you guys, when it comes to spirituality, you're not willing to invest the amount of money, time, and energy into making things better for you. You just want to spend the rest of your life talking about Canaan and how great it would be if you were in Canaan land. How great it would be if you were married. How great it would be if you was in a healthy relationship. How great it would be if you had a good job. How great it would be if you had how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for joining us. This is the type of mentality. I'm an action person. If you're really trying to work on yourself, I gave you some good tools. I gave you a good scripture to do. When you are out here claiming spirituality, and this is something that I'm going to teach y'all what I do. When people claim to be spiritual, I don't really deal with them like that. I like to teach people that want to be taught. A lot of you guys think you're so smart that you're going to be able to buy my products and use them how you want to use them. Let me explain something. You can go to Home Depot and buy a table saw. You still need to take safety precaution because you can lose a finger if you don't know what you're doing. Just because you buy or purchase products from a spiritualist, whether it's me or anybody else, you still need to follow the protocols when it comes to spirituality. You need to follow the protocols when it comes to the things that you're trying to manifest. And atmosphere is very essential into being able to manifest certain healings, certain outcomes spiritually. I'm doing some court cases tonight, even on this day, because I want my client to find favor with the judge, find favor in the ruling of the court case. There are so many different ways that you can use Venus in order to make your life better, but you got to respect the energy. Okay? Y'all got to get out of this talking about, oh, this don't work. No, you don't work. My products work. Let me tell y'all something. In my garage, I got all kind of tools. I got all kind of tools, and I'm not a yard man. I don't even like going out doing yard work. Y'all hear me? Just because you have the tool don't mean you're applying it. And just because you're applying it don't mean you're applying it correctly. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all something. Every time you try to go the cheap way out, you're going to end up spending more money. Listen to Apostle Ely just for this one thing. Every time you got to save $1, you're going to end up in a mess. Ain't nothing for free. It's best to get it done correctly and move forward and maximize your time and energy. A lot of y'all are going through things and you claim you're being disappointed or scammed. The truth is, sir, the truth is, ma'am, you are trying to pin and pinch your way to heaven, and it's not going to work. You're trying to pin and pinch the ancestors. You're trying to pin and pinch the Loas. You're trying to pin and pinch the spiritualists, and it's not going to happen. Because ain't nobody going to stop living because you got a problem. Okay? Once again, I'm going to show y'all this candle. The green, can y'all see it over there? Okay, I'm going to do it like this. The green represents the heart. The red represents the passion in the relationship. The yellow represents the mental stability. The blue represents the communication. The pink represents a friendly relationship. The purple represents, what I'm going to use that for? Prosperity and protection. And no, I'm going to use that for psychic connection. That's what I'm going to use that for, spiritual connection. And then I'm going to use the white for protection. Sorry about that. Spiritual connection and this is going to, white is going to be used for protection in her love life. So that's 7 different areas of her love life that I'm going to be working on. And that's on her. Because once you change the atmosphere, it becomes magnetic. And it will attract to you exactly what is going to make your life good and wholesome. And plus, your spiritualist needs to have your best interest at heart. Some of you guys are asking for stuff that you ain't even that person. You want a 6-figure man or woman and you ain't got a job. Okay? My. Remember, holiness or holy means clean and sacred. Make sure that if you're going to do your spiritual works on your altar and have not, make sure, sir, make sure, ma'am, that is a sacred, clean place and that you are keeping that atmosphere, those vibrations strong where the spirits can easily flow in that particular atmosphere. All right? Thank you so very much for your time. Now, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for your continued support. I also want to do a special shout out, Sister Monique. Sister Monique sent me, for my birthday coming up in December, sent me a $300. And I want to publicly thank her because she hasn't been around. She's been working. She's been doing her thing. But she didn't forget about Apostle Ely. And she wanted to make, not she the only one, but I'm just saying there are people that have been sending love offerings to advance the cause in my birthday and trying to be a blessing. But my point was I wanted to publicly announce, say that I appreciate that sentiment that she sent and is well received. Also, guys, I want to thank my goddaughter Kimberly. I want to thank Brother Mario for what he has been doing. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have been going to my YouTube account and boosting. I mean, you guys have been doing an excellent job, and I appreciate that. Sharing my videos, commenting up under those videos, clicking those likes. Thank you for even this video right here, clicking those likes, tapping the stream. I'm December 15th. I'm a Sagittarius. Moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. Okay? I want to share this with you guys because I want you to stop thinking that you're going to go and buy something off of Amazon or go to a Botanica or order something from me and you're going to be able to just do what you want to do. It don't work like that. There's laws, there are rules, there are regulations. There are other beings, there are other entities, there are other forces out there at work other than you. Understand that. And let me explain something to you. When I get off of YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and all these social media, I have a real life. When I say a real life, I am not putting on for social media. I actually live good, okay? I actually have insurance. I actually have health insurance. I actually have a job. I actually have a business. I actually have a home, okay? I'm not coming on social media trying to make y'all think I got something. And I don't. I actually have something. I am trying to share some of the things that I have learned over the years to help people. And what I don't do is I do not teach the mysteries of voodoo to anybody. I do not teach the mysteries of Santeria, Palo, or any ATR to anybody. But I do teach universal laws. All right, my Capricorn here. Sister Harriet, thank you so much. I want you guys to understand. You get what you get. Because that's all you give. Understand, if you're not willing to go to the next level in creating the atmosphere, then do not expect. You go and buy a 10-pound, no, maybe 8-pound turkey. You're not looking for a 24-pound result. You get what you put in. All right? If you guys want me to read for you tonight, before we do our Thanksgiving stuff, and please, guys, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, just don't celebrate it. We don't want to hear nothing about Christopher Columbus and all that other stuff. If you're in America and you celebrate your birthday, you're still doing American stuff. Okay? I'm going to celebrate Christmas. I know there ain't no Santa Claus. I don't even have a chimney, so he can't come down, neither Rudolph or the red-nosed reindeer. Okay? Let's not do the stupid stuff. All right, live your life how you want to live your life. Brother Mario, y'all ready? Anybody that wants a reading tonight, all you have to do is cash out. Am I stunned by other pastors because you doing? Are you stunned by other pastors because you do spiritual work? No, I know that a lot of other pastors out here be faking moves. Brother Mario's gonna put my cash app up. Yeah, they be out there, they be flogging. They just upset because I'm better at it than them. All right. I don't when it comes around to certain things, I just want people to stop putting on so many airs like they so deep, knee deep in God and they so spiritual and they all about. And let me tell y'all something. I only celebrate. I know that's right. See, that's real. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all something real. Everybody know in every civilization. Oh, it didn't show up. Every civilization. There you go. They know, everybody know in every civilization that all civilizations started in Africa. Right? All civilization was built up by Africa, and that's fine. Right? So, in order for these other people to siege the land, the first people you had to take it from was the one that started everything. So, before I can sympathize with your adversary, I got to sympathize with my adversary. Okay? Before I can talk about who cheated you, I got to talk about who cheated me. And the only way that you could have got robbed, you had to rob somebody. Because there's no honor among thieves. And I'm going to leave it right there. All right. If you're a first timer, post your zodiac. And I'm going to read for On the Rise movement. Post your zodiac for me, and we're going to get started. And what time is it? I got 20 minutes. I'm going to read for 20 minutes. If that. On the Rise, post your zodiac. And over here in TikTok land, if you want me to read for you, post your zodiac. And Brother Mario will pick up and I'll do that over there. Is she even listening? Harriet. Make sure you guys are tapping the stream. Melissa, I think that's a new one. On the Rise, do you hear me? Okay, I guess not. Okay, did you pick somebody over here? Anybody that needs a desire reading over here in TikTok, post your zodiac. Don't be bashful, baby. Okay. Just my PayPal. Just post your zodiac on the Rise. Post your zodiac. That's what I need you to do. My brother Mario will post my PayPal. There they go. Brother Mario's going to pick out Pisces, Gemini. I just posted over there. So he's going to pick one of you guys and I'll read for you. We trying to wait. Okay. Melissa Scott. Got you. Mario, I'm gonna read for Melissa Scott and then we'll pick back up on with On the Rise. Let me smoke these cards. And as he pick you, let's see, Melissa Scott, Gemini. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light concerning Melissa Scott, the Gemini. What is it that this Gemini needs to be paying attention to? Bring it to the light of my eyes, that which is in the dark. bring it to the light. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. For Melissa Scott, the Gemini. Melissa, hear these words which I hear these words which I speak. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. That which is Idiosaya. Let's see what this dispute is about. Idiosaya. All right, Gemini. See what's going on with this Gemini. Cancer. Gotcha. All right. The first card. Melissa Scott, Gemini. Lost and Found is your first card. Which represents what's the shadow, what's in the dark, what you need to be paying attention to. Listen to this. Resh Aleph He. With this name as my compass, my path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. This is talking about, especially with Gemini, this is talking about you concerning direction, Gemini. I regain my bearings with every step I take, and at each moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. This is talking about you need to be paying attention to where you're going, what you're trying to do. Especially with a Gemini, because that would be crossroad work on today, Mercury. But this is talking about your pathway being illuminated. This is where Psalm 27 will come up for you, Gemini. Then your middle card, Gemini, is no agenda. Your middle card, what's going on in your present life, is none left. My motivation of self-interest, ulterior motive, hidden agendas give way to pure acts of friendship, unconditional love, and giving. When I take myself out of the way, I create a space of true and loving friends, joy, and fulfillment. I'm feeling Idiosai. Some negativity coming up on this reading. Gemini, this is what is going on. This is talking about you're going to have to get yourself out of the way. In order, not what you want. It says if you get out of the way, then what will happen is it will create a space for true and loving friends, joy, and fulfillment. Whatever is going on, they're telling me in this reading, especially your first two cards, that you need to be focused on the agenda and allow whatever needs to heal, whatever needs to be fixed to take place. Then look at this right here. Umbilical cord. Gemini. Hey, Resh Chet. This particular Gemini needs to do a cleansing. I have a bath cleanser. You need to do mental clarity, and you also need to do row opening. But listen at your outcome card. Because of all this stuff that's going on with guidance and direction for you, it said, I now establish an umbilical cord to the divine, ensuring a consistent glimmer of light in my life, especially now when I am in a place of darkness. This is talking about coming out of something pressure, some type of stress, some type of situation with this Gemini. I also, because of that card right there, you also need 27. I said that earlier, but you also need to do Psalms 59. That will help you immensely, Melissa, the Gemini. Did you pull somebody over here, Mario, on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to come to... All right, Georgia Peach. Girl. All right, Pisces. You're quite so welcome. Thank you. You are quite so welcome. You can find some of that, those products on my website, and you can find that information on my YouTube channel. How to get to my website. That will help you out a lot. Don't forget to read those scriptures before you go to bed tonight. All right, we're going to read next for Georgia Peach, and then we're going to come back to On the rise movement, Cancer. Okay. Georgia Peach, you there? Georgia Peach girl. 11, Pisces. Smoke these cards. Georgia Peach girl, 11, Pisces. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Georgia Peach girl, 11, Pisces. Georgia Peach girl, 11, Pisces. Georgia Peach girl, 11, Pisces. Show me what is going on in the dark concerning this Pisces. What is it that this Pisces needs to know? What idiosite? What is it that this Pisces needs to know? What does this Pisces needs to be paying attention to? Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Things are not the same since you've been away. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Concerning Georgia Peach girl, 11. This Pisces. Woo. Pisces. Focus. Georgia. Your first card is talking about no guilt. I don't know what's going on with me, my Pisces. Your first card comes up in shadow. Is Hey Chet Shin. It says, I recall negative deeds from my past. I reflect on some of the more unpleasant traits. I feel the pain that I have caused others. I ask the light to eradicate all of my negative attributes. The force of repentance spiritually repairs from my past sins and diminishes the dark side of my nature. By this coming up for such an old soul as this Pisces is, this is talking about taking that what you have done and why this is going on is taking up emotional baggage and then responding very poorly to other people's situations. This is where Jupiter plays a part in you learning. They want you to pay attention to the things that you have experienced in order for you to make better decisions. And dealing with the dark aspects of Pisces. Now, also Pisces, because I have a rising sign, you have a tendency to withdraw and get into your own world and make other people non-existent. They want you to pay a focus on it and come back. Look at this middle card, Georgia Peach. Self-esteem. Mario, she want to know, did you get it?
No.
PayPal? Hey, hey, hey. That's the card. With divine energy of this sequence of letters, I connect to the power of the ancient high priest of the temple to heal all areas of my life. Look at this, Pisces. Your first card is talking about repairing, and this is talking about healing all areas of your life, including health problems, financial difficulties, and relationship conflict. There's some form of restoration going on here. But look at this for outcome card. Georgia Peach. It's time to get over some of this stuff. It's talking about time travel. Your outcome card. Vahe Va. It says, I awaken remorse in my heart from prior misdeeds. I accept the frank spiritual truth that problems in my life are a result of the past action. By concentrating on this name, I will uproot these negative seeds that I have already planted. And in doing so, I transform my past, reshape my present, and create a future full of joy and fulfillment. Now, if y'all following her read, look at, it's talking about dealing with the past, being able to learn from the past and fixing those situations in order to create the healing that should be going on right now in your finances, in your health, and relationship. And this is talking about your outcome. If you take this, that cleansing incense, the cleansing bath, blockbuster, Love incense is necessary. It said if you deal with these situations, Georgia, it is going to help you reshape your world into what you want, because they're saying it will transform your past, reshape your present. That means what's going on right now, taking responsibility, and then it's saying creating a future full of joy and fulfillment. Better late than never is the word. Thank you so much. Who's next? That was... All right. Thank you so much. Where George at? Listen, guys, if you have not followed me yet on my YouTube account, please do so. You're quite so welcome. Make sure you, when you get an opportunity to go on my website, guys, the purpose of doing a diagnosis test or any form of divination or prophecy is for you to get the tools you need and start making the changes that you need in your life. Because shadow reading is about what's going on, stuff that you're not paying attention to, things that you're overlooking, stuff you sweeping up under the rug. Life only gets better as you correct things, okay? Life only gets better as you get more knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And never, let me tell y'all something about your ancestors. If you get that ancestor incense, your ancestors will help you get the resources necessary to do the work you need in your life. That's what they're there for. A lot of you guys, you want them to help you get stuff you don't need. Ask them to help you get the stuff that will make your life better. Watch how quickly things happen and manifest for you. All right? Remember, to all of you that want to be a guru, that want to be able to emulate people on social media, spirituality is not the thing that you want to be out here practicing and don't really know what you're doing. I had a candle go out on me a couple times, and I kept working with that candle. Please like and share this video. YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Mario. Make sure that you guys are getting the proper education when it comes to your spiritual walk, and not going around here just looking at stuff and ordering stuff because they say it removes negativity or it brings love or it brings money. That stuff has to be worked. And you got to know if things go to happen into that candle or that incense or whatever working, a gree bag or whatever you done. You got to be able, if you're going to do it yourself, you need to know what to do. And don't be asking other people to give you information of their trade secret, because they're not going to do it. That's why they're in business. If the plumber going to tell you how he or she do their job, what you need them for? If KFC going to give you the recipe, then why you need to go to KFC? Purpose, y'all. Let's be smart about this. Thank you, baby. Thank you very much. All right, guys. My name is Apostle Ely. I got to get off here because we got to get ready for tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you have not liked my video or joined my Patreon, if you have not joined my YouTube, please do so. And guys, I thank you for joining and following me on TikTok. Boosting. I think we're almost to 7,000 followers. We're up to 600. Last I checked was 614 on YouTube. Guys, thank you for doing such a great job of supporting Apostle Ely. Thank you so much. And I want to say happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you guys. If you're not going to eat turkey tomorrow, that's fine, but happy Thanksgiving. If you don't believe in Thanksgiving, happy America to you. If you don't believe in America, happy Christ to you. If you don't believe in Christ, have a great day and a good evening, ma'am and sir. All right. God bless you. All right. Thank you, Alicia Sanders. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you. On the rise. Thank you, Cancer. Brother Mario, Capricorn. Kimberly Dawkins, Cancer. Melissa, thank you so very, very much for allowing me to read for you, Gemini. Also, we thank God for T. Carter, Scorpio. Gorgeous. Celebration. I don't celebrate just my I know that right, gorgeous. Scorpio. That's so scorpionic, though. Brother Johnny. Let me see what he said. Yes, man. He can't care. All right, bro. That's part of my church. Don't do it. All right. Let me get back. Sister Tree, Aries. I don't know if she's still here. She thinks she slick. My son, my Cancer. My other son called me too. Miss Ruth. Thank you for joining us. She said she got to get one of them love candles. That's right. Go on my website. Kim, Pendleton. Yes. Jelly Sweets. Yeah, now you see I done got it down now, you know. I got it down now. All right. And then Mama Susan. Mama Susan will be with me tomorrow. Kimmy and the rest of them. Sister Jackie. Sister Jackie, I want to say something personal to Sister Jackie. I really appreciate your support. For somebody that's committed, you're so committed. I appreciate you so much. I really do. Because you ain't got to do it, but you do it. Did I forget anybody? Did I forget anybody? I hope I ain't forgot nobody because they'll be calling me. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Good night.